Hello everyone, it's Mr. Parker here with our last introductory video for the recorder. So, we're going to talk about our posture, how we sit. So, a couple things that we shouldn't do first. Number one, we should not lean forward and crunch at our stomach. It makes it harder to control the air. We don't get a good amount of breath. And honestly, it's not good for your back. Sitting forward like this, you'll end up having a back that hurts by the end of class. Don't do it. Next thing, we should not be leaning toward the side. Now, you get more air than you do when you're crunched, but a couple other problems. One, you can't put the instrument in the right spot in your mouth, which is supposed to be in the front. This is off to the side. Number two, you're going to hit somebody to your left, or if you're leaning this way to your right. They're not going to like that very much. Don't do it. All right. Next thing we shouldn't do, we should not lean back. Now, it's not so much that I have a problem with the air supply right here. This isn't where I'm having a problem. It's right here. So we're putting a kink in our hose. Think of your air supply the same way you would think of water coming out of a hose. If your chin is face down like that, we're really putting pressure on your throat, the trachea, you're not going to get the air supply out. The sound is not going to sound very good, and you're just not going to be able to play. The last thing that I really don't want you to do is to take this thing, aim upward. Ooh. Now, we don't want to do that for kind of a gross reason, something we haven't talked about yet. As you breathe into the instrument, you blow, you make a good sound. What happens is moisture from your mouth gets into the instrument. We're talking about saliva, spit. So if you have that instrument pointed straight up, and you play straight up, even though you might get a decent sound, you're going to get the saliva, the moisture of that instrument, coming back down through the mouthpiece. First of all, that's nasty. Second of all, you could choke. I don't want you to choke while you're playing the recorder. That's just not how we do it. So, how are we supposed to sit? Well, we're going to sit up nice and tall. Pretend like there's a string right here on the back top part of your vertebra. The vertebra is basically the spine. We want that very top part. Pretend like it's extending all the way to the ceiling, so you're sitting up nice and tall. Your shoulders should not be hunched forward, but rather pulled back. Our feet are flat on the ground. They're flat so that we can support ourselves. See, if my feet are flat on the ground, I can do this and I'm not falling over. If my feet are not, I can do too much movement. We don't want that. We want to kind of stay nice and balanced. We're going to put our fingers on the instrument. Instrument is pointed out subtly forward, not like straight line, not up. And it doesn't have to be like straight down either. That's too tight. Just point it straight, kind of on an angle forward. Put your hands on it. Don't press too tight. My problem is I tend to press too tight. And blow. So mine is really old, remember? Mine was actually cracked, so let's see if I can make it to play a good sound. The good news is the ones you are getting are not cracked. They're not going to have any strange problems. Again, mine's just old. As they get older, they get brittle. Plastic is brittle, so please remember, be kind to the instruments, and then it'll play longer. All right, so that's how we're supposed to sit. I hope you now know everything we need to know before we play the instrument, so that while we're in class, we can focus only on playing the instrument, learning the notes, so we can learn some songs. I'll see you in class. Bye.